Well, this is how bad it is. Bad it is. Pretty bad, I would say, you know? And it goes back till, I still feel like there's not much hair here.
Hey, this is Matt and welcome back to the channel, guys, where I'm gonna be responding to this one video of this young gentleman who decided to shave his transplanted hair after 5 years. Now, I think it seems like he didn't have a choice. It's not like he wanted to show us how his transplanted hair looks when it's shaved, okay? It's different. So let's take a look at what really happened to this guy. Before I do, this video has been brought to you by GoFiber, guys, which are hair building fibers which help you cover your balding areas, thinning areas, any patchy areas on your scalp. So if you are interested, make sure you check out the link in the description below where you can get a free sample of your choice from GoFiber and see if you like them.
Oh, this is mad annoying.
Whoa. All right. I think I know what's gonna happen. This guy got a hair transplant early on. He wasn't able to preserve his native hair.
I am actually already bald. It's literally hidden. I'm like gonna open it later. You'll see how it looks. It looks tragic. And my hair always has been a problem, you know? Literally since I'm 14. Okay, this looks...
Whoa. Like, where did this hair come from? I didn't expect that hair.
Yeah. This is crazy, right? And I'm not even really showing you the full extent already. Well, this is how bad it is. Bad it is. Pretty bad, I would say, you know? And it goes back till, I still feel like there's not much hair here. I literally got a hair transplant when I was 19. So we made a blood test and everything was fine. But that was the issue, you know? It wasn't my nutrition, it wasn't vitamins or anything. It was literally just me. So he told me this is genetics and definitely stress. Because I also remember telling him, how can I fix this? Because the stress levels only go up, so it will not go down if you see that you're losing hair. Yeah, lol. Life was really stressful, you know? So he gave me two options back then. Minoxidil, which is called Regain, and finasteride, which is a medicament which actually switches up your hormones and actually does something to your body, which prevents you from losing more hair. Did both, by the way.
Alright, so this guy is 14, he starts already losing hair. He's 19, he visits a doctor, he prescribes him finasteride and minoxidil. So he actually does everything well. He visits the doctor, he visits the specialists, and he seeks for advice. He has obviously androgenetic alopecia because he has done blood tests. It wasn't like any nutritional imbalances, it wasn't any like anemia or any signs of anything but androgenetic alopecia. So that's genetics, obviously. That's the predisposed sensitivity of your hair follicles to the androgen like testosterone and DHT, causing the hair miniaturization. So that's what this guy has.
Did both, by the way. I started with Regain. I also used finasteride. Regarding finasteride, which is this medicament you take in every single day, please be careful with that one. My depressions got so bad, it made it just worse. This is also one of the side effects. Also stopped taking that medicament really early on. Don't do it like...
He started medication, finasteride, minoxidil, and he stopped very early on, probably because of the side effect, the depressive side effect that he got. And although it's not that common for people to get depression from finasteride, if they do, as he said, they will experience it very early on. The same with sexual side effects. If you experience sexual side effects from finasteride, like decreased libido, decreased sex drive, weaker erections, and whatnot, you will experience them very early on during the first weeks or months of using finasteride. Normally, you just stop if they are really bad and they're limiting your lifestyle.
Because it's not the best thing. If you start one of these things, you should continue doing them because it just makes it worse if you stop and restart and do all of that kind of shit.
Yeah, he's right. If you get on medication, you commit to medication. That's totally true.
Just pull it all off. Should I do half? Let's do half. My last 3 hairs. But you can see now where, you know, where it got so bad.
This here, it's a mistake. Unfortunately, it doesn't look that well. It doesn't reconnect properly with the hair here, right? So we can see the transplanted zone over here, something like that, which could have been like, I don't know, 2,000 grafts ish, something like that. And we see like how much hair he has lost as a result of not continuing medication, because he said he started with finasteride but immediately almost he stopped. So that's not good to get a transplant if you know that you don't respond to finasteride, or you don't want to take it, or you had side effects and you cannot take it. So it's obviously not a smart thing to get a transplant with in such case. It would have been much better for him to get a hair system in that stage.
Do you know when all of your friends are like going to the barber and like everyone gets those really great new hairstyles and shit like this? I never ever in my whole life had this. Never. Literally never. It was always damage control, literally. I don't know, I just want to look like the other people. This was a big struggle, huge deal for me for a lot of years, you know,
Why not get a hair system then as a teen? You know, just get a nice hair system on this whole area. Don't care about transplants yet, you are still young. If you don't respond to medication well, you don't want to take finasteride, okay, don't take it, but then don't get a transplant with such an aggressive hairline, okay?
This feels crazy. Like, okay. And after this, I have to completely shave it off. You know, like after this, I still have to shave it. I swear by God, I already feel so much better.
Okay, we can also see some signs of over-harvesting in this area. So it was obviously FUE, hair transplant, follicular unit extraction.
Right here. So yeah, freaking boho.
Alright guys, he showed us also a donor area. Even if he shaves his head, you can still see some signs of, you know, over-harvesting. The circular scars seem to be pretty large, so probably they used like bigger punch for him, and it just doesn't look very homogeneous. They only concentrated the whole extraction on a pretty small area of his, you know, occipital region, which is like here, and it just yeah, unfortunately he will need scalp micropigmentation to you know, make it look nicer, obviously, to mask that. He will need it either way, pretty much, even on his back. He will need it on the top as well if he wants to, you know, achieve this more balanced look where nobody will able to see anything. But again, this is very close-up photo, so I think even in real life, if you go out like that, people won't notice. But showing it like this, close-up on video, we can see these over-harvested areas here. It just, especially here, it's too many extractions, man, which is already close to the nape area. You cannot extract so many grafts from here because then it's gonna look patchy here. I'm sure in this area it will not look so bad if he will grow the hair longer over it from here, because usually you have more like doubles, triples in this area, but in this area unfortunately you don't have many like thicker hairs. If the doctor punches way too many grafts out of this area and this area close to the nape or earlobe, this is not gonna be good and it's gonna look patchy. You know, you have to then correct it with some repair surgery.
By the way, I love taking showers now. I don't need shampoo. This is great. I'm not losing hair anymore because I have none. All in all, it's changed my life. I already feel happier. You know, this is so sad, but I literally feel happier like this.
Obviously, if you keep camouflaging your hair loss for so long and you do all these crazy comb overs, which I don't suggest you to do. I never did that. I also had hair loss when I was a teenager. But as soon as I noticed that, I kept the hair short, because that's the only way to go, in my opinion. You don't have anything to hide. Yes, you are receding, but it's not like you're combing your hair over some large balding areas. People won't really normally inspect his hairline when his head is shaved. Like they won't inspect it that much, but you can see even underneath how his transplanted hairline looks and how his temple just, you know, we don't even really know where it starts, because it starts so soft, and that's why it will be good to maybe blend it together with a scalp micropigmentation to make the temple more contrasty here, and thus blend it better with the hairline here. So maybe that's something that I would do if I would be him, and maybe add obviously pigment also here on top so you can blend it with that transplanted zone here. So yeah, these would be my suggestions. It will be very interesting to see this guy in the future and how he decides to go from here, whether it's gonna be the scalp micropigmentation, the SMP look, whether he decides to pursue multiple hair transplants, future hair transplants with, you know, resuming medication, or he will just let it be as it is, which is completely fine too. I mean, people won't notice because people are not like crazy like looking for all these details like I am showing you in this video. Anything he decides to do, let's wish him the best and we'll see. Alright guys, that was it from me for this video. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's wish this guy the best, no matter how he decides to go from here in terms of, you know, improving his look, improving his hair, or, you know, the whole appearance, whatever. If you're new to the channel, make sure you check out my free Facebook group, Hair Transplant Experiences, with over 1,700 members in it. Check out maddominance.com. If you are interested in a hair transplant, you need my guidance, you can sign up for a consultation with me. You can check out my hair transplant guides, and all of that will help you maximize the success of your hair transplant. Okay, so that's important for you in case you want to do it the proper way, the right way, and get the best information you can possibly get before your hair transplant decision. And other than that, I'm going to be here soon with another video, and you have a good day.